I'm just what call it. I'm just doing an update, right? On that Caesar's Messiah one the other day. You know about the Romans. You know about Caesar making up, invent the story of Jesus, right? I'll tell you what's fascinating, right? I'm obviously I won't play the whole video. I mean, obviously, I'm sure if you want to watch it, I'm sure you'd want to watch it without me talking. So, but listen to this in a second, right? Listen to this in a second. You'll love this. Well, actually, no, you won't love it. And it's a figure of speech in it.
Released a documentary based on the book, and everyone is talking.
In fact, it's all news as well. It's see this what I call this here. This is what I call the video on YouTube, right? Okay, that's amazing. That right. Caesar's Messiah debunked, right? That's from 2013, so it's completely. It must be all new. What? It's hold on. Is this up to date then? This no. Yeah, this was posted, published on 12th of October 2013. Right, I can't believe the subscribers this bloody guy has got, right? 31,313. Right, anyway, listen to this, right? Yeah, anyway, don't worry about the 313 there. I don't count them ones in, but I just want to give it a little mention.
About it all of a sudden because Atwill put out the world's most misleading press release for his film screening in London. Richard Dawkins then retweeted the press release even though he said he didn't endorse the theory, and now this 8-year-old theory is news again. Thank you, Richard Dawkins. The basic premise of Caesar's Messiah is that the Roman imperial family, the Flavians, invented Jesus by using the Jewish historian Josephus.
But it's not you're not inventing Jesus, right? When you invent Jesus, right? You're inventing God. That's you're not inventing just like Jesus and the bloody turning the water into the wine and stuff. You are inventing God. That's who this saying he created, not just Jesus on the earth, right? Not just Jesus on the earth. They're saying they invented a God. The God, the Christian God.
And presumably other people to write the Gospels after Rome defeated the Jews in 70 AD. The idea was to make the militant Jewish rebels accept a peaceful Messiah and thereby give Rome less trouble. Atwill says that the New Testament was written in a code that requires you to read Josephus' War of the Jews alongside the New Testament.
What do you mean, written in a code?
To get the joke. He, of course, is the only person to crack this code, making him super smart. The following are just some of the major problems with this theory. For footnotes and references to the claims I'm about to make, go to the link in the description or to...
I don't need to check out, scripture and documents, right? And, and history, right? And the Bible, right? And, I don't need to be a scholar, right? Or a fucking professor, of any kind of biblical kind of, subject. I don't have to read one passage of the Bible or anything to know that nobody on earth, would have the intelligence to create the Bible. Why is this? Why was this even taken seriously? Why was this even questioned? Why was this even a fucking debate? That's what I don't seem to get. In my mind, I really don't understand it.
The website CaesarsMessiahDebunked.com. One of the biggest problems this theory has is the existence of Christianity before 73 AD, when Atwill says that the idea was concocted by the Romans. Quite simply, if Christianity can be demonstrated to exist before that time, this theory is toast. The famous historian Tacitus says that Nero was persecuting Christians in Rome in 64 AD. He also mentions that immense multitudes of Christians were living in Rome at the time. Try to figure out why immense multitudes of Christians are in Rome 10 years before Christianity was supposed to have been invented. Suetonius also mentions Nero punishing Christians, as well as many Christian historians. This seems like a bad PR idea, to write this kind of stuff. Hey everyone, join the new religion so we can burn you alive and feed you to lions. The sign-up sheet is right over there. Paul, who tradition has being killed by Nero around 66 AD, wrote 13 of the letters in the New Testament.
Did you hear that? 13 letters. 13, let me just play that again. Play that again.
Tradition has being killed by Nero around 66 AD, wrote 13 of the letters in the New Testament, all of them very Christian.
Very Christian. Please don't say that's got 13 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It has as well, can you believe that? Very Christian. The 13 letters, right? So Paul writes 13 letters in the New Testament, right? I talked about, my life being your biblical, I know, right? Luke chapter 21, right? Luke chapter 21, right? And now, right, in a video, right? In a video from 2013, totally discount the 2013, right? We don't do that, do we? No. Right, so Paul writes 13 letters in the New Testament, right? Very Christian. Right, very Christian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know what, he never ceases to amazes me, and you people won't understand, you're not meant to you're not meant to, you just think I'm absolutely crackers, but I just find that fascinating. Anyway, I'll leave that one there, right? 13 letters, very Christian, unbelievable. Yeah, I'll work out quickly on this, right? Why is this even being questioned? Why is this even being brought into the public domain? Why? What? Listen, I don't care about a person's title, right? To what they say of like on if I listen to them or not. If someone's got something to say, right, and it sounds interesting and plausible, I'll listen to anybody. It doesn't make it any more credible for me if it comes from a professor, right, or an intellect, right? It doesn't make a difference. Someone on the street could tell me something, and just because they stand before me and I see scruffy clothes does not mean I'm going to take someone else more credible. That's obviously based on the context of what was being said, of course, right? But this is ludicrous. Why this is being talked about? Why it's being brought into public domain? Why it's even being brought up as a subject? Why people have had to debunk this guy based on that this guy is basically saying the Romans invented God. Romans invented, death and life and heaven and hell, because not just Jesus in the Bible, is there? There's God, right? There's Satan. There's the end times, right? There's all the apostles. There's the story. There's the details. There's a life lesson. There's the morals. There's the love. There's the hope. There's the forgiveness, compassion. Do you know what I mean? There's family structure. There's rules about life. There's scripture about end times, well before or after the Romans, well before the Romans would have known, and no Roman would have been intellectual to come up with a Bible. I cannot believe the ludicrous, right, that I'm actually hearing, right, with my ears and seeing with my eyes. I'm the one on medication. I'm the one who's been sectioned, 3 times. Right, yeah, I'm the most logical thinking person there is. I can dissect any situation, and I guarantee you, right, I'll make it look that fucking tasty, right, what I say, you'll want it for after your tea for your fucking dessert. I'm telling you. But yeah, how anybody, right, can take, right, this seriously, right, is unbelievable. I really don't understand, right, how this, has been brought into public domain. I really don't get it. It's beyond right, absolutely, but it's stupid that this, this Caesar's Messiah has been created, Anyway, I'll leave it there.